John Cruz here with MISSILEBAITS, and unfortunately we are going to have to postpone our MISSILEBAITS tournament scheduled for this coming weekend, March 22nd on Smith Mountain Lake. Yes, it's a no entry fee tournament. We are not going to have to refund any entry fees thanks to not having any entry fees, but we are going to desperately try to have this tournament later in the spring or potentially this fall. Anglers Choice Marine also is having a tournament this coming Saturday. That is postponed as well. They were actually going to be running our tournament weigh-in portion and doing all the leaderboard stuff for us. So we're going to try to piggyback with them again whenever they are able to reschedule their tournament that was scheduled for Smith Mountain Lake going out of Parkway Marine. We apologize for the situation, but I think everybody understands what's going on with the COVID-19 or the Wuhan virus that's spreading so rapidly. And the United States is taking this very seriously, as we should be taking it seriously. I think you've seen in other parts of the world, the situation has gotten very dire very quickly. It's affecting a lot of people. I have been in contact with one of our MISSILEBAITS dealers in Italy, and a few days ago, he contacted me because he felt like that the United States was not taking this situation serious enough. But over the last couple days, things have changed with the CDC updating their guidelines of mass gatherings of 50 people or more are recommended not to happen. And our tournament was looking at having approximately 200 boats. So that, you got a minimum of 400 people. They're going to be gathering in one area, coming across one stage. I don't care what you do as far as spacing out the flights, reducing the flight sizes. It was just not going to be possible to adhere to those type of guidelines and still have our tournament. Probably wouldn't have been wise to have people traveling and all that kind of stuff with the virus that's out there. I mean, Virginia's already got over 40 cases that are confirmed. We just had a death due to the COVID-19 virus this past weekend. That's something we've got to just take seriously. Yes, it's not a major problem now, and we hope that it stays that way. Hopefully, it'll stay that way. And as my friend in Italy, the tackle shop dealer that we have there, said that over the last few days they have seen that it looks like the United States is taking it very serious. And he said if everybody adheres to the guidelines and things and are aware of what's going on, we should not have a major problem here. But yes, it will stink because we're not going to be able to have our tournaments like we like to have. We're not going to be able to have some of our normal life like we were supposed to have in Virginia. We also have shut down schools for the next 2 weeks. A lot of things are happening. This is a very fluid situation, and we hope that everybody understands the situation that's going on, and we want everybody to practice what the CDC is suggesting as far as social distancing, using hand sanitizer, trying to stay out of large groups of people, things that are common sense when you have a virus that's going around, because healthy people are not really what's the problem here. Yes, healthy people can get very sick and pass away, and they have done that in other areas, other parts, but your risk is very low for healthy middle-aged people. Kids definitely are not an issue with this virus, luckily, but they're carriers. Healthy people are carriers. This will affect older people or people with immune deficiencies. That is the real issue here. We need to protect everybody, not just be concerned about ourselves. Even if we consider ourselves low risk, we can't just neglect all the guidelines that are out there because we may not be affected. Other people that we know or we love, they may be affected. So that's why we think that the MISSILEBAITS tournament should be postponed. And hopefully everybody is adhering to the guidelines that the CDC is putting out there. We're supposed to have a Bassmaster Elite Series event this week on Lake Chickamauga in Tennessee. That has been postponed as well. So you'll see a lot of this. I think you've seen this with all the sports. All the major sports have had this situation happening because they're having mass gatherings of people that are trying to get together and have a good time. But this is just a temporary stoppage, and hopefully we can resume normal life here in just a few weeks. Thank you very much for signing up and for being interested in the MISSILEBAITS tournament, and hopefully we'll be able to see you and put on one hell of a tournament for you here before too long.